Good day everyone, we are Group 4 from BSBA 2A, and in this video we are going to discuss the topic about green computing. We will give you some insights about the history, evolution, types, methods, approaches, advantages and disadvantages of green computing, and also some companies that are addressing green computing. But first, what is green computing? Green computing or sustainable computing is the practice of maximizing energy efficiency and minimizing environmental impact in the ways of computer chips, systems, and software are designed and used. Green computing has the goals that aims to minimize the negative effect of IT operations on the environment by designing, manufacturing, operating, and disposing of PCs and computer-related products in an environmental manner. But when was green computing started?
The history of the green computing. Green computing is started in 90s when U.S. Environmental Protection Energy launched the Energy Star program. Energy Star is a program of label awarded to computers and other electronic devices. It is basically used to minimize end use of the energy and maximize the efficiency of the product or device. Green computing hit the public spotlight in 1992 when the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency launched the Energy Star, a program for identifying consumer electronics that met standards in energy efficiency. So, in 2017 report, found nearly 100 government and industry programs across 22 countries promoting what it called green ITs, sustainable information and communication technologies. One such organization, the Green Electronic Council, provides the Electronic Product Environmental Assessment Tool, a registry of systems and their energy efficiency levels. The Council claims it saved nearly 400 million megawatt-hours of electricity through use of 1.5 billion green products it recommended to date. Work on green computing continues across the industry at every level.
In 1992, Environmental Protection Agency launches a system named Energy Star. It is an independent labeling program that helps to promote and observe the energy capability in miners, climate control equipment, and other technologies. Green computing or green IT is an eco-friendly approach that starts with material selection and design to manufacturing until usage and disposal. You may ask why this requirement arises and what is the actual definition of green computing. Nowadays, everyone is using computing devices is one or another form of inefficient disposal of obsolete IT equipment cause a huge e-waste generation which is harmful to the environment. Also, data centers need an enormous amount of power to operate their service for maintaining the data, and the energy requirements have been growing steadily in recent years. Importance of green computing. Green computing is an approach that attempts to prevent or mitigate these negative impacts with the ultimate aim of promoting a more sustainable future. This has the added bonus of making computer usage more cost-effective by reducing the consumption of energy and other resources and cutting waste. Green computing is a significant tool to combat climate change, that existential threat of our time. An important consideration with green IT is to reduce the use of energy from fossil fuels. This helps lower the amount of pollution released into the atmosphere and the water system. Reduced emissions have been shown to the positive effects on weather and air pollution.
Type of green computing. Geothermal power. This is also the exclusive type of green computing. With the help of this geothermal plant can be generated electricity and people can utilize of this power in daily usage such as heating cooling house. This is likewise an exclusive sort of green technology. How does geothermal power plant work? Geothermal power plants use steam to produce electricity. The steam comes from reservoir of hot water found a few miles or more below the Earth's surface. The steam rotates a turbine that activates a generator, which produces electricity.
Solar power system. In this program, we utilize the sunlight and produce the solar power for personal and commercial usage. Canada, Spain, and California have first position for implementing this technology. This is great achievement for green technology. When we talk about green computing, then photovoltaic solar panels are the most miracle example. Solar power system is the use of the sun's energy either directly as thermal energy or the heat. Through the use of photovoltaic cells in solar panels and transparent photovoltaic glass to generate electricity. The standard photovoltaic solar panels are the most efficient applications of photovoltaics. The green computing technologies. Refurbish. It is possible to replace the component parts of electronic devices, which in turn reduces the cost of purchasing a new device. It is possible to donate these devices to charities and schools if they do not suit the current needs. Pratomo 2019. Recycle. When it is impossible to renew or reuse electronic equipment, a recycling option appears. Recycling these devices is a very difficult process because electronic devices contain dangerous substances such as carbon, mercury, and other toxic and non-decomposing materials. Power-saving modes. Most devices and operating systems support many power-saving modes, including screensavers. This mode allows the screen to enter a hibernation state after a certain period of inactivity. Monitor the sleep mode. This mode causes the screen to turn off after a certain period of inactivity, and this mode saves a large amount of energy. E-documents. Electronic papers are known as the digital form of printed paper. Electronic papers reduce the need to purchase and print a book or even care about where to store it. E-waste disposal. E-waste is one of the most important things that negatively affect the environment. This is because electronic devices consist of toxic materials and do not decompose when disposed of. Reuse. The old devices must continue to be used as long as they meet the required needs, which in turn will reduce the negative effects resulting from their disposal in the landfill and the manufacture of new devices. Software and development optimization. The cost of electronic devices is constantly decreasing as a result of the great competition in the computer industry and its components. But the cost of implementing programs and algorithms that are written is still large and consumes computer hardware resources and energy. Powering of computing devices. The user should be responsible for rationalizing energy consumption, and therefore he must turn off the devices when they are finished using them.
Approaches to green computing. First one, power supply. In our old technology, our desktop computer power supply is PSUS, or Public Sector Undertaking. It's 70 to 75% and other remaining power wasted as heat power. But now, the technology is changed, and now the computer uses an 80% power supply, and this is possible. The next one is the storage. Our hard drive consumes more power for storing some data, so now require the new technology. The next one is the product recycling. Recycling is one of the best and fastest growing waste stream in the world. Recycling is the process to keep changing the waste. Product is useful product. Growing countries like China, America, and other. Adopt the type of recycling very fast. It helps us to make our environment clean. Virtualization is a new technology that has appeared recently. This technology aims to reduce energy and cost. It helps increase reliability. It forms infrastructure for fuzzy computing. Fuzzy computing is a way to share computational resource over the internet. While the terminal servers has always been used in experience computing, when the usage of the gadget customer is terminal hyperlinked to an imperative server. All of the real computing is carried out on the server. However, the end of user reports and operating gadgets in the terminal. While the last one is the power management. The ACPI, or Advanced Configuration and Power Interface, is an industry standards that allow an operating system to control the power saving of its hardware. In vintage technology, the computer consume more electricity, in which no have proper control to serve power to all parts of the computer. So these are the methods used to popularize green computing for environmental awareness. First one, green use. Reducing the electrical usage of computers and their peripheral subsystems while still utilizing the energy efficiency. The second one is green disposal. Coming from the word disposal, it is recycling and reusing the old equipments. Also, proper disposing of the IT computing waste, electronic equipment, and other items. The third one is green design. Green designing is creating energy efficient and effective systems that have a low environmental effect. The last one is the green manufacturing. When we say green manufacturing, recycling and composting are essential elements in ending the dependence of petroleum waste. Plastic regulatory authorities worldwide also work to popularize green IT ideas by establishing a series of voluntary initiatives and rules.
Advantage and disadvantage. The first advantage is energy saving. Green computing ensures that the energy used by IT activities is kept to a minimum. Thus, over time, this can save a significant amount of energy. The other reason why energy saving is advantage, because a method of making computer waste recyclable and implementing energy efficient technologies. It actually reduces poisonous components of computers or electronic goods and minimizes environmental harm. The next one is cost saving. Green computing is very cost effective and aids in monetary savings. Using a green computing solution results in significant financial gains because a lot of energy is saved. The other reason why cost saving is advantage because spending reductions on equipment, energy, and even tax breaks and other financial incentives make green computing that much more practical and attractive for companies to adopt. Disadvantage. The first disadvantage is implementation costs. When implementing a green computing system, it takes a lot of time and research. All that costs plenty of money. This makes the technology more expensive than the average model. The other reason why implementation costs is disadvantage because it takes a lot of effort and money to create a green computing system. And all of that adds up. A lot of planning, programming, and problem patching goes into making the switch from older IT system to new, eco-friendly ones. Because of this, the technology is more expensive than most. The other disadvantage is performance. For the companies that relies upon powerful computers, this can drastically decrease their employee productive, which in turn affects the company's profit. The other reason why performance is disadvantage because for those companies that are green are always considered to be underpowered both in terms of system, performance, and network. This is especially true if it is not implemented properly. The other advantage is recycling process. By reusing and recycling electronic in trash, green computing promotes the recycling process. The other reason why recycling process is advantage because the end-of-life products constitute various types of raw materials, including metals and other elements that can be recycled and put to use again. The other advantage is brand strength. Green computing has the ability to build brands and market positions globally by influencing public perception. The other reason why brand strength is advantage because brand strength reduces energy consumption and lowers carbon emission from the design, use, and disposal of technology products. The next advantage is less pollution. Users can at least partially reduce the effects of pollution by utilizing green computing. The other reason why less pollution is advantage of green computing because green computing technique reduces the energy consumption, which results into low carbon dioxide emission. The other disadvantage is maintenance. The maintenance of green computing system is considered to be highly difficult. That can be costly as well as time consuming. The other reason maintenance is the disadvantage because the technology behind green IT is entirely new and changing rapidly, which makes the maintenance efforts imminent. The other disadvantage is adaptation. If one of the members does not cooperate to this, the implementation idea may go in vain. The other reason why adoption is the advantage of green computing because the success of green computing does not solely depend on an individual person. It is based on the effort and preference of each staff members. They must adapt to this new system. And the other disadvantage is security leaks. The employee who work under companies that practice green computing regularly exchange their workstation and other devices. This eventually opens up many security leaks such as hacking. The other reason why security leaks is with advantage of green computing because when using a green computing system, there are some serious concerns regarding security.
Advantage and disadvantage of green computing. Advantage: GHG emission, a significant amount of greenhouse gases are discharged into the atmosphere during the production of IT hardware. Therefore, it is necessary to cut back on the creation of hardware components in order to limit the amount of greenhouse gases released. This is how successful green computing operates. Chemical exposure. Green manufacturing makes use of bamboo for computer and peripherals. Moreover, computers are constructed using recyclable plastic. hence it will have less impact on the environment. Disadvantage: IT knowledge. IT expert who has well knowledge about the technology needs to be deployed. Those experts are rare to find, and if found, they need to be paid plenty of money. If not appointed, your system could eventually experience downtimes and other technical issues. System support. Day after day, the technology is evolving at high speed. Whatever the change that is done today needs to be updated soon. Very soon, they will be in need of migrating to an advanced system. How are some companies addressing green computing? Printing. This is a movement which involves the use of low VOC inks, recycled paper, energy efficient printers, remanufactured toner cartridges, and ink cartridges. Paperless data distribution and implementing a full printing system. Supply chains. Companies are altering their supply chain and cutting this with companies that do not adopt the some green IT goals and practice as them. Data center. Data center are used massive amount of electricity generated using fossil fuels. Companies recognize these are look for renewable energy source to power data centers and maximize efficiency. IT department. The IT department is integral to the success of green IT due to their energy consumption, device management, and data collection.
Companies that use green computing. First, Microsoft. Microsoft is also sufficiently carbon neutral as the green energy is sourced from solar and wind power with the most sustainable mechanisms. The green energy is used to power Microsoft data centers, software development facilities, and in product manufacturing. HP. HP's power management technology can reduce PC energy use by up to 45%, to contributing to a lower total cost of ownership and helping to maintain environmental consciousness. HP's PCs now move faster into sleep mode, where they use less power and are quick to wake up, so they use less energy and make less noise. Sony. Sony utilizes green energy by predominantly purchasing its power requirements from renewable energy sources. The green energy it purchases is about 88 million kilowatt per hour, which caters to approximately 37% of its yearly energy consumption. Apple. Apple is the company states to be the only company which runs its data centers through 100% renewable energy and also has a product range which exceeds the Energy Star guidelines. Intel. Intel company uses the green energy to power its electric operation requirements in the manufacture and processing of processor as well as other accessories. Google. Google has constructed the world's most energy-efficient data centers and continuously campaigns for the need for energy conservation and the use of renewable energy sources as well as clean energy products. Dell. Dell is a leading manufacturer of computer equipment. With the aim of limiting environmental impacts, Dell has promoted the safe disposal of its products by coming up with an effective and efficient recycling program. IBM. IBM has been one of the green leaders in tech for a number of years dating back to 1967, when it issued its first policy on environmental affairs. The company was one of the founding members of the U.S. Green Building Council's Building Health Initiative and has also invested in renewable energy technologies such as wind-spire, wind turbines, and Bloom Energy fuel cells, which powers several of its